agree that we better as friends. I delete every message that we send. Try to move on with somebody else like you. I don't know how we end up in the red. Find ourselves reading your comments again. How we end up in each other's heads. It all makes sense because you got a feel and a soul that I need in my life, babe. And though we may grow, I don't know why we don't grow apart, babe.
God bless you, my friends. As found. God bless you, my friends. As founder and CEO of Bright Star Community Outreach, let me share 3 reasons I'm excited about Bsco'S 2024 year. Firstly, our dream. I initiated this social services agency 15 years ago as the outreach arm of our ministry, and it has evolved into a company employing over 135 full and part-time team members. We offer trauma counseling, workforce development skills, financial literacy courses, health and wellness programming, educational empowerment, along with housing initiatives. We've established a 70-plus school-based, community-based, and faith-based collaborative in our greater Bronzeville and Roseland West Pullman communities on the south side of Chicago. Bsco exists, as God bless you, my friends, as founder and CEO of Bright Star Community Outreach. Let me share 3 reasons I'm excited about Bsco'S 2024 year. Firstly, our dream. I initiated this social services agency 15 years ago as the outreach arm of our ministry, and it has evolved into a company employing over 135 full and part-time team members. We offer trauma counseling, workforce development skills, financial literacy courses, health and wellness programming, educational empowerment, along with housing initiatives. We've established a 70-plus school-based, community-based, and faith-based collaborative to address violence and trauma in our greater Bronzeville and Roseland West Pullman communities on the south side of Chicago. Bsco exists as a hub addressing challenges in under-resourced, underserved, and underdeveloped communities, utilizing our TNT and CNC model. Check this out. According to the University of Chicago research, our collaborative work has resulted in a 14% reduction in robberies, a 10% drop in aggravated assault, and an astounding 17% decrease in shootings in the specific catchment area that we serve in the greater Bronzeville community. In simple terms, our work is working. Now, the second reason for my excitement is our team. H.E. Lucock once declared, "No one can whistle a symphony. It takes a whole orchestra to play it." I've retained many of our previous leaders who helped bring us to where we are. Now, I have recruited new leaders with fresh ideas, new plans, and processes to elevate our company and our community. To never settle for good, but strive for greatness is the best approach. And under the new leadership of our executive director, Lucretia Kindred, and our entire leadership team, the sky is the limit, and more people will be served. Finally, I am thrilled about taking this show on the road. We've proven our turn model here in Chicago, and I want to bring this model and our impact to your local city. Visit our website, view the information on the screen, and reach out to us if you are interested in replicating this work. I want to teach you how to do what we have done. A very special thank you to our staffers, our partners, and our funders. This will be our best year ever as we strengthen hope and save lives at Bright Star Community Outreach.
Welcome to Bright Star Community Outreach's 15th anniversary gala. We are super excited to have you here with us. Please don't hesitate to continue to enjoy yourselves, but we're going to go ahead and get ready to start our program. I am so thrilled to be here with you all tonight. It has been a long journey. There has been a lot of success and a lot of accomplishments, and I hope that you are ready to see our story and hear about all of this throughout tonight. So without further ado, This evening, we will commemorate 15 years. We will celebrate how lives have changed, communities have been uplifted, and futures built. Bright Star Community Outreach has been a guiding force, especially here in the Greater Bronzeville, and now expanding into Roseland and West Pullman, addressing the urgent needs of the neighborhoods with unwavering commitment. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to all of the community leaders that are here tonight, all of our supporters, partners. We are truly, truly thankful and grateful because we could not do all that we do without your support. Now, let's have 15 years ago. So that was 2009. Do you remember what you were doing back then? In 2009, Barack Obama was sworn in as the 44th President of the United States. Beyonce's hit was at the top of the chart, Single Ladies, and Avatar was taking over the movie theaters. All while this was going on, Bright Star Community Outreach was beginning its journey of service and commitment to making a lasting impact in the Greater Bronzeville community. So have you enjoyed yourself so far? Can we give a round of applause? Community outreach. So I invited and have spoken with a lot of you personally over the last couple of weeks. So I not only have the job of being the executive director, but I am also a wife and a mother. If you see a little princess roaming around here, that's my daughter. She's in a purple dress. Help me to wish her a happy birthday. So, thank you all for being here to celebrate. We have an exciting evening ahead of us, and I'm delighted to keep the program moving. Up next, we will hear remarks from our outstanding leaders who have been vital to our journey. So please join me in welcoming Carl West, who will be speaking on behalf of Third Millennium Group. He will be followed by remarks from CPS CEO, Mr. Pedro Martinez. And then we will have University of Chicago Medicine Board of Trustees Chair, Mr. Barry Fields. And then he will be followed by Northwestern Medicine CEO, Mr. Howard Krishman. Please, let's give a round of applause for Carl West.
Thank you, Lucretia. Can we give our executive director a round of applause for the amazing work that she's done tonight, pulling this all together. Thank you, Lucretia. We are excited for the work that you've done. So I am standing before you tonight. It is my privilege to bring greetings on behalf of Adam Mizrahi and the entire team at Third Millennium Group. Adam, as managing director, has been an invaluable partner to Bright Star Community Outreach, not only through his leadership, but also by championing our mission within his organization. When Adam believes in something, there is simply no turning back. His passion drives everything he does, and when he sees potential in a cause, he commits wholeheartedly. This unwavering commitment aligns perfectly with Third Millennium Group's mission of investing in your future, a vision that resonates deeply with the work we do at Bright Star Community Outreach. Whether in New York or Chicago, Adam's focus remains the same: to help others, create opportunity, and make things better for the next generation. It is this shared goal that has forged such a powerful partnership between us. Adam and Third Millennium Group have consistently demonstrated their commitment to our with job opportunities that create real pathways for success. But their contributions don't stop there. Adam has been a gracious donor of BSCO. Give it up right there for Adam, helping us expand our programs and broaden our reach throughout the greater Bronzeville community. What makes Adam's leadership truly special is that his support is never just about financial contributions. It is about actively building bridges and encouraging others to join him. He rallies others to invest in the work we're doing, inspiring them to believe in our shared mission to strengthen communities, empower individuals, and create lasting change. With fear of leaving out any names tonight, I would like to highlight the entire team of the 3rd Millennial Group members in Chicago who helped support the internship program through their time and mentorship. If you're here tonight, the 3rd Millennium, if you're in the room tonight, if you're a mentor, can you stand? Can you wave your hand at us? Thank you, thank you. We are incredibly grateful for Adam's partnership and the way he leads by example. His commitment to uplifting the next generation reflects the very heart of what we strive for at Bright Star, empowering our youth and ensuring that they have the tools and opportunities they need to succeed. Thank you, Adam, and thank you to the 3rd Millennium Group for your unwavering support. Together, we are making a lasting difference in the lives of young people and the broader community, ensuring that the future we invest in today becomes the brighter tomorrow we envision for all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, on this beautiful night in Chicago. My name is Pedro Martinez, the CEO of the Chicago Public Schools. I want to congratulate Bright Star Community Outreach on their 15th year anniversary. I want to congratulate Pastor Harris, the CEO, wonderful friend, Lakeisha Kindred, and I just want to thank you for the partnership you have with us. It is amazing the work that has been done in the greater Brownsville area, but more importantly, Pastor Harris, more importantly, you have really partnered with our schools. You have embraced the challenges we have in our community, and you're always there to help. And you're recognizing an amazing leader, Jadine Chow, the Chief of Safety and Security, who everybody is the leader that has transformed the way we look at our children, the way we support our children. And it is, I will tell you, her contributions have really helped us to have a record graduation rate in the district for multiple years now since I've been here. This is my 4th year. Record number of students going into college, and more importantly, staying in college, getting college credit and getting scholarships, while we're the #1 district in reading recovery since the pandemic started. And this is partially because of Jadine Chow, of the fact that she has taught us to always love our children, and when they make a mistake, we have the practices in our schools to support them. No more are we going to be punishing children when they make a mistake. Let's remember when we were kids, especially when our children, when our families, our parents had challenges at home, you know, everything we went through. And what we're building, everybody, is a system that's going to love their children. Again, Jadine Chow, you deserve the award today. Pastor Harris, thank you again for your leadership.
Good evening. It is an absolute privilege to stand before you tonight on behalf of the University of Chicago Medicine to offer heartfelt congratulations to Brenda Battle on receiving the well-deserved Community Impact Award. Tonight is especially meaningful as we not only celebrate Brenda's remarkable achievement over the years, but also her upcoming retirement, marking the conclusion of a distinguished career dedicated to service, leadership, and community impact. University of Chicago Medicine has been the beneficiary of her remarkable leadership and alliance building skills since 2012. Under her leadership, our organization's community benefit investment has doubled since 2013, totaling more than $5 billion over the past decade. She has forged and fostered community partnerships to help identify and address the many health disparities that exist across Chicago's South. For example, Brenda helped take what was a promising idea, the Southside Healthy Community Organization, and took it from being a promising idea to an actual 501c3 organization. A dozen other healthcare organizations and helping secure nearly $150 million in state funding to help strengthen the South Side's healthcare ecosystem. As University of Chicago Medicine has expanded access and is expanding access to healthcare, Brenda has played a key role in working with community partners to help ensure that our new programs and our new facilities will better serve and meet the needs of the patients. That was true when we developed and opened an adult trauma center in 2018. That is true as we developed and are building an $850 million cancer pavilion. And is scheduled to open in Hyde Park in 2027. To no one's surprise, Brenda's work with the Bright Star Community Outreach has been transformative, and her unwavering commitment has been a key driver of the various successes that have been achieved. Our partnership with BSCO has flourished under her guidance, and together we have accomplished tremendous things. For instance, with the support of Hyman Milgram, University of Chicago Medicine was able to award a $740,000 grant to build two state-of-the-art STEAM labs for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And those are laboratories that are in Bright Star Community Outreach's new 68,000 square foot facility. These labs stand as a lasting legacy of Brenda's dedication to fostering opportunity and innovation for the youth in this community. Through her leadership, we've also made substantial progress in achieving our shared goal of creating 5,000 jobs for Greater Bronzeville residents and ensuring that economic empowerment is within the reach for all. Brenda was also an advocate and in the coordinational partner with BSCO, contributing to the launch of the Bronzeville Dream Center, which is now known as the Turn Center. Give it up for the Turn Center. And providing visionary leadership that helped shape its impact. In large part, because of Brenda's advocacy, UChicago Medicine has contributed $2.5 million in grant funding to the center and providing a lot of in-kind resources as well. Equally important, Brenda was key in identifying a University of Chicago expert, an expert who helped the center secure $7 million in grant funding from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. You know, the University of Chicago Medicine has always been proud to stand alongside her and BSCO in these efforts. Brenda, I see you right there. Your retirement marks the close of an extraordinary career lasting more than 40 years. But rest assured that your legacy will leave behind such a lasting impact on numerous lives for many years to come. On behalf of the board of the University of Chicago Medical Center, the University of Chicago Medicine team, I want to congratulate Brenda on this well-deserved honor. Because of your work and your leadership, the University of Chicago Medicine is a better and more engaged organization. We are so thankful to be the beneficiary of your visionary leadership and tireless dedication. We are so deeply grateful for everything that you have done, that you've done for the University of Chicago Medicine, that you've done for Bright Star Community Outreach, that you've done for the South Side neighborhood, and what you've done for all of us as we walked alongside you. We wish you the best as you step into an exciting new chapter in your life. Thank you for everything.
Good evening, everyone. Appreciate the opportunity to say a few words on behalf of Northwestern Medicine. I must admit, I'm a little more anxious than I thought. This past Saturday, my daughter got married, so I was the father of the bride. And I figured that would be the moment I'd be most anxious. But I must admit, with this audience, with the relationship we have with Bright Star, I also feel that same sense of anxiety. And in part, I think it's because of the pride we all feel. First of all, Brenda, I would also say on behalf of Northwestern Medicine, we appreciate you. The relationship with you and Posh and the things that we've done have been remarkable. So we also share the pride in what you've accomplished for the city of Chicago. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Bright Star and Pastor Harris on really 15 years of unbelievable dedication to the communities that Pastor Harris serves and the work that he's done. Northwestern Medicine is proud for nearly a decade worth of partnership with Bright Star, and we are better because of our relationship with Pastor Harris. Pastor Harris introduced me to John Maxwell. If you don't know John Maxwell is a leading author and an expert in leadership. And John Maxwell says, there are 3 qualities a leader must exemplify to build trust. It's competence, it's connection, and it's character. Those 3 characteristics, competence, connection, and character, are traits of Pastor Harris. And Pastor Harris has these qualities, and he and his team have taught us at Northwestern Medicine so much about what it means to work with communities. And that's a key point, working with communities. So Pastor Harris has made us better and made us more engaged in the things that we can do. The incredible work at the Turn Center has been meaningful, particularly as we help address critical mental health challenges and reduce violence, obviously an area of focus. Through their role as an employer partner, Bright Star has worked very close with us to identify recruited talented individuals to come to work at Northwestern Medicine. And equally important, he has connected us with the next generation at DuSable High School, who has now participated in our Scholars Program, to be able to educate the next generation of young people on what it means to participate in healthcare. At its heart, Bright Star is a convener, right? The evidence that Northwestern Medicine is taking part with the University of Chicago and all of you here, what Bright Star does is bring us all together to do the right things and to support this great organization. With Bright Star continuing to bring us together, I am eternally optimistic about our future and the future of Chicago. And to share that optimism, it's a great pleasure to now introduce, and an honor to introduce the Mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson.
Well, good evening, Chicago. How do you all feel this evening? So, with this consistent weather that has been perfect in Chicago, you either can blame me for the perfect weather or the God that Pastor Chris Harris serves. Either or, I still get credit because I also serve that same God. And it's really a testament of who we are as a people to see this multicultural, intergenerational space coming together for such a critical time as this. I do appreciate you, Howard, for your leadership, and I look forward to having further conversations in the future. But it is really great to recognize that the Bright Star community outreach work could not be possible without great leaders. So again, to the CEO, Pastor Chris Harris, and the Love You Too, and to the Executive Director, Lucretia Kindred, your hard work and your leadership is truly paying off. You know, I also want to recognize and thank all of the elected officials and business leaders that are here this evening. You know, it's a great moment to at least reflect back on what it took to get here over the course of these last 15 years. And if anyone knows anything about leadership, the journey to get to a place where people finally recognize and see your heart, that road that is traveled is not easy. And since 2009, it's been Bright Star Community Outreach that has worked to uplift and empower residents, building community through impactful services and resources. And that comes with a great deal of responsibility, but truly you are helping so many residents thrive, giving them better access to the resources and education and healthcare that they truly deserve. And that is why Bright Star is so important to not only the Bronzeville community, but to the city of Chicago as a whole. You know, as a descendant of slaves, there were 5 demands that our ancestors had: education, housing, healthcare, jobs, transportation. I added a friendly amendment, and that would be environmental justice. And what Bright Star Community Outreach is doing now with over 140 employees, serving 50,000 residents, I have no doubt that Bright Star is living out the dreams and hopes and aspirations of our ancestors. And we know this to be true and important work because elected officials, business leaders, educators, people of all different backgrounds are coming together, and there's only one uniting force that can do such a thing, and that is the power of love. And that is why it is truly my honor to give a special shout out to all of this year's deserving honorees for your ongoing efforts and your indelible contributions in showing the greatest gift to humankind, and that is the gift of love through your service. And once again, my most sincere congratulations to Pastor Chris Harris and to this entire organization. You know, the words of Jesus the Christ, my father would often quote him this way. He would say that we know the price, but we don't know the value. I thought he would say that because he was just a stingy human being and did not want me to enjoy my life. But I better understand it now, because he would always follow it up with, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And it is very evident that the heart of the people are gathered together in this room through the critical investments that you are making to build a better, stronger, much safer Chicago. So God bless the honorees, God bless Bright Star, and God bless the greatest freaking city in the world, the city of Chicago. Thank you all very much. Good evening.
Can we give Mayor Brandon Johnson another round of applause? I am so thankful and excited about everyone that is in this room. We have the privilege of being joined by many of our partners, but also a lot of our sponsors are here in the room. And we could not make this beautiful evening happen without many of them. So thank you to Northwestern, to University of Chicago, to 300 South Riverside, to Third Millennium Group, to 540 West Madison, to Progressive Church. And you're going to hear me saying names all night. We have a lot of support, which it takes support to do the work, right? So we are so excited to get started. So you are here, you're free to stay on the patio. You can go inside. There's a whole another area for you to enjoy. Their food and drinks will continue to be served. I am going to ask Pastor Meeks if you can come forward. And he's going to bless us with the invocation. And right after that, please feel free to go inside, enjoy. There will be music, there will be more food, continue to mingle and have a good time. We're gonna start our main program and have you back at your seats by in about 20, 25 minutes, okay? We're a little bit behind program, but we're gonna keep it moving. Hopefully everyone is enjoying themselves. Pastor Meeks, if you can bless us.
Did you just ask me to pray for 25 minutes? No. Oh, okay. Let's bow our heads. Our Father and our God, we are grateful to you for all of your loving kindness and your great mercy. We thank you for so many things. We thank you for this great weather. And we thank you for Bright Star. We thank you for Pastor Chris Harris and the entire team and all of the work that they continue to do to lift up Chicago and Chicagoland. We pray tonight that you would bless all of us who've gathered together to wish them well. We pray that you would bless the food that we're about to receive, and we pray that you would continue to bless us as we go forth into a festive evening. We love you and we praise you, and it is in your name we pray. Amen.
Anybody around you is good looking, make some noise for them right now. If they're good looking, grab their hand real quick. We're at Pastor Harris's church. I'm holding your hand because I wanted to know what it feels like to take someone
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you're having a wonderful and awesome time. We are going to be starting our program in 5 minutes. So this is your 5-minute warning. Grab your food, grab your drinks, and we'll be ready to start in 5 minutes. And one other thing. I need all of my program speakers to make your way to my stage left. All program speakers, please make your way to my stage left. Okay.
If you're glad to be here tonight, come on, everybody. Make some more noise. Clap your hands all over the room. Come on, y'all do better than that. Clap your hands all over the room. We are getting ready to start the program. And if I can have everybody's attention. This is an important moment. And I need all of you all to know, especially those that are in the outside area, those of you all that are in the lounge part, do me a favor. Look at somebody right now and say, over 7,000 people. Grab somebody's attention way in the back. And I want a moment of silence, because since January of 2012, more than 7,000 people have been murdered in Chicago. And if you would do me a favor, look at some people behind you. Make sure the sound is on outside. People will still have to sit outside. But we won't start the program without us respecting this moment of silence. So I promise you, if you stop talking, the ripple effect of quietness, solitude, will start to go all the way to the back. It's more than George Floyd. It's more than Breonna Taylor. It's more than Michael Brown. It's more than the common names that you know. In Chicago, more than 7,000 people have been murdered since January of 2012. And that doesn't even include those who have been shot or wounded. And the reason we do the work that we do is we ask the question, who did or does the trauma counseling for those families, whether it be the victim's family or the perpetrator's family. My friends, in most cases, nobody. Because typically black and brown people don't really go to counseling for 4 reasons. They don't know, trust, or think they can afford counseling. And then number 4, the stigma. Nobody wants to be labeled crazy. But they still come and talk to people like me, the faith leader. So I'm not that smart. The Lord told me while I was in Israel and found Natal, a trauma counseling center that serves everybody in that entire region. While I was in Tel Aviv, he said, I want you to bring this model that you found in Israel and bring it back to Bronzeville. Because black and brown people, again, don't go to counseling for the 4 reasons. They don't know, trust, think they can afford counseling. And then the stigma. And so since then, we partnered with Northwestern, University of Chicago, United Way, and so many others. And here is something that you can clap for, but please don't talk afterwards, because that's where the moment of silence is. We have touched more than 50,000 people with our trauma counseling work. So while we know the governor is coming and we're going to do a program, and I need you all to know that it's going to be a turn up tonight. We're going to party in here tonight. And we're going to have a wonderful time. But I will only ask you, if you are present, be present. Because the work that we do is life-changing, life-saving work. So in acknowledgement of all the 7,000 plus people who have been murdered in Chicago over the last 12 unfortunate years, please keep in mind those mothers, those fathers, those brothers, those sisters who had to attend the funerals of their loved ones. Please keep in mind all of those who could not attend funerals in 2020, 2021, some in 2022. So please, as quiet as you can, if you'll bow your heads and let's have a moment of silence. So as we get ready to start this program, I would ask that you please be present, pay attention, because we only have you tonight until the next time that we have you. So please, if you can, be respectful and allow the folks, many of them who couldn't be here tonight because they are employees who do safe passage, but can't afford the kind of ticket that you all have so graciously purchased. Many of them are watching online, and to me, the greatest people in our organization are not just the executives, but those who are the safe passage workers and standing out there every single day. Come on, y'all do better than that. And some of them are in here tonight. If you're safe passage or business corridor, raise your hand. Come on, these folks stand outside every day in the cold. Gregory Sane, JD, thank you, CPS. So as we play this video, I know that you can drink a drink and eat your eat and stay quiet. Clap your hands for this video, everybody.
Welcome to the heart of change, right here in Greater Bronzeville. At Bright Star Community Outreach, we're not just talking about making a difference, we're doing it. Through our Greater Bronzeville Community Action Plan, we've united over 70 organizations, all driven by a common goal, to uplift and transform our community. And we're just getting started. Here's what we've accomplished together. We're delivering life-changing programs for youth and families, ensuring that every child in Bronzeville has the opportunity to succeed. We're fighting for education equity because every student deserves access to quality education no matter their background. We're building resilience in those affected by trauma and violence, giving them strength to overcome and thrive. And we're opening doors to employment, helping residents find good jobs and build brighter futures. But that's not all. Through our strategic partnerships, we've already provided $624,000 in financial support to 12 incredible organizations. In our first round of funding, 7 organizations received $208,000 to empower parents and engage them at the school level. And we didn't stop there. Our second round of funding brought $416,000 to support in-school programs that focus on mentoring and trauma-related services. Now come on, y'all, who you know doing that? We're looking to the future with hope, collaboration, and commitment to making Greater Bronzeville a more livable, vibrant, and thriving community for all. We're expanding our outreach, bringing in even more partners into the fold, and seeking additional resources to enhance our impact. Together, we're tackling critical issues like mental health, economic development, and education, ensuring our programs stay relevant and effective. This is just the beginning, and we're excited to have you with us on this journey. Together, let's make lasting improvements in Greater Bronzeville and beyond. Welcome to the Heart of Change, right here in Greater Bronzeville.
Good evening. So my name is CJ, and I have the distinction of being the oldest BSCO employee. Thank you. Now, I'm frequently asked, why aren't you retired? And how did you get to BSCO? And folks, the answer is simple. I was hoodwinked, bamboozled, duped, and you know who did it? The perpetrator is none other than the honoree, Pastor Chris Harris. So Pastor Harris came to me and he said, CJ, I know you were retired. Because see, I was retired for all of 5 months. And he said, I need your help. And I know you're retired, but guess what? If you just come and help me for just a minute, then you can go back to being retired. So I'm going to ask the perpetrator, sir, how long did you say that I would be working? I need to hear your Church of God in Christ, your voice. 2 months. Yeah. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, CJ, you know he didn't mean that. But I got to push back because I believed him. I mean, he's my pastor. If I can't believe my pastor, who can I believe? So fast forward 8 years, 1 month, and 24 days. And I'm here. And I have had the distinct honor of working for an agency whose mission that I respect. I've had a first-hand seat at seeing youth make good decisions, at seeing parents reunited with their families, at seeing returning citizens, not with a prospect of jobs, becoming entrepreneurs and thriving. And so every now and again, I say to the perpetrator, thank you. Thank you for letting me do something that I love. And thank you all for listening to a 76-year-old great-grandmother of 15 share why I love working at BSCO and not being retired. Enjoy your night.
Isn't she amazing, CJ? Shh. 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 Good evening. My name is Skip Schreier, and I've had the honor, thank you. I've had the honor to chair the board of BSCO and work with Pastor Harris for the past 12 years. Many thanks to Governor Pritzker and all of you for joining us for our 15th anniversary gala. The work that we've done in Bronzeville has been transformational, but it's also been a re-engagement of the Black and Jewish community. We have worked together to build bridges between our communities. As we all know, these past 12 months have been devastating for our brothers and sisters in Israel and for the Jewish people around the world. I would personally like to thank Pastor Harris and all of our many friends in the Bronzeville community for standing up to hatred and anti-Semitism and terrorism and anti-Israel behavior all of the time, but particularly at this time. I'm sorry that the mayor left, but I did say to him, thank you for your support of Bright Star, but as a leader of the Jewish community as well, your Jewish and pro-Israel constituents feel abandoned and devastated. So you can tell them if you see them. So I want to end by saying Pastor Harris has built an amazing organization that is changing the world. But we need your help tonight, and we need your help ongoing to continue to build and develop and grow. And we're going to take this show on the road. We're doing it in Bronzeville. We can do it all over the city of Chicago, and we can do it all over the country. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome to our 15th anniversary gala. My name is Lucretia Kindred and I have the honor of serving as the new Executive Director of Bright Star Community Outreach. I'm thrilled to share the remarkable impact we are making in the greater Bronzeville community and beyond. Our mission is to touch the lives of 68,000 residents, and the progress we've achieved is only possible because of supporters like you. At Bright Star, 3 out of every 10 youth in Greater Bronzeville actively participate in our programs. Through mentoring, trauma counseling, and workforce development, we are empowering young people with the tools to build brighter futures. Our commitment to the community doesn't stop there. We've enhanced our helpline to provide immediate health and trauma services reaching over 50,000 individuals. This critical resource has been a lifeline, offering timely support in moments of crisis. We've enrolled over 800 students in our out-of-school and after-school youth development and intervention programs, while our helpline advocates assist nearly 1,500 residents each month. Through the Greater Bronzeville Neighborhood Network, we've helped 3,127 residents secure employment. Additionally, our annual community initiatives like Harvest Fest, the Turkey Giveaway, and Toy Drive support over 500 families each year. But our work is far from done. With your continued support, we can expand our reach, enhance our programs, and make an even greater impact. Every contribution directly supports our services, ensuring that more residents receive the care they deserve. Together, we can create a safer, healthier, and more prosperous community. We are strengthening hope and saving lives with a clear vision for Chicago. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to our mission and for being a vital part of this transformative work. Good evening. I'm Lucretia Kindred, the Executive Director for Bright Star Community Outreach. And I am super excited to have all of you here with us. We've come to a special part of our program. This is the part where we celebrate our partners that have been with us on the sidelines, in the battlefield, making a tremendous impact throughout Chicagoland. We are presenting 4 individuals tonight with our Community Impact Award. So you may be saying, what does it really mean to have community impact? It means that you are making a significant and positive difference in the lives of individuals and groups within a community. It involves actions or initiatives that address key challenges that improve well-being and create lasting change, particularly in the areas such as education, health, economic development, social justice, and quality of life. And I am happy to say that those that we are honoring tonight definitely hold all of those true to heart. So our first honoree is Adam Mizrahi. Adam has over 15 years of experience as a real estate asset manager at Third Millennium Group. He has worked on all aspects of commercial real estate transactions. He has led sustainability and lead certification programs. Adam is purely a brilliant mind with an equally luminous heart. When he met Pastor Harris at APAC conference several years ago, a lifelong friendship was born. They immediately connected on their desire to help their community in Greater Chicago and have since partnered to bring support through internships and programming to the Chicago South Side. Adam, I'm going to ask you to make your way to the stage. Adam lives by the ethos to do better each day and carries the motto with him through all of his efforts, personally and professionally. Crazy. Thank you, Adam. It brings me so much joy to call you family. Thank you for answering my calls. We are so proud to work with you and all that you've accomplished. Congratulations.
Listen, let me also say, the building that we are in, where's your dad? Joseph, where's Joseph? There he is. Joseph, will you come up here? They own this building. Come on up, Joseph, come this way. And Third Millennium Group said, Pastor Harris, your young people who work for you, summer programs, let them come down here and work, not only in this building, but amongst these corporations in this building. And then they went further. Joseph, who, by the way, thinks he's a pastor and a rabbi, he said to me, Pastor Harris, how can we who are downtown help the south side of Chicago? I said, Joseph, there are many people who will never come to the south side of Chicago. So bring our work downtown. And so all the way on that end of on this floor, I want you all to know that these two amazing men said, Pastor Harris, 15 years. They said, Pastor Harris, we believe in your work so much, so we are going to give you and your companies free space in this building for 10 years. Oh, I thought y'all would do much better than that. Come on. And so, before you leave, all the way down that way is not only our brand new remodeled office for Bright Star Community Outreach and for our CDC, but there's also one of those 360 camera machines where, don't do it during the program, you can't do it right now. You can take your pictures while we're having the party. Y'all go crazy for Adam and Joseph Mizrahi. Congratulations. Go ahead, Adam.
All right. All right. Oh boy, I'm not holding that. You hold it. Thank you so much, Pastor Harris. I'm truly honored to be here tonight, and I'd like to to begin by just expressing my gratitude for Bright Star Community for the recognition and the privilege to accept this award on behalf of myself and my father and everybody at Third Millennium Group. And my lovely wife, who puts up with all my shit. So, with that, I want to tell a little story about how I first met Pastor Harris about 11 years ago. What's that? Getting that mic small? Okay. So, the day I met Pastor Harris, he was the keynote speaker and the singer at a conference in Washington, D.C., AIPAC. And he sang the national anthem and the Hatikva, which is the song of hope and the Israeli national anthem, in front of thousands of people. I hope so. He's a wonderful singer. And then, I never thought I would see him again. It's just the keynote speaker. But later that day, I met him and I told him, I don't live in Chicago, but I do business, so, maybe I'll see you one day. And he agreed that although we're not literally neighbors, we're figuratively neighbors. This is the same neighborhood. We both love the city of Chicago, and we love the community of Chicago, and we want to make it great. And I really spend a lot of the time in this city. It's like a second home to me. My son, when they asked him in preschool, what does your dad do for work? He said, he flies to Chicago. So we were both just really dismayed to learn that Chicago had earned this nickname of Chirac. It's terrible. We got to change that. So Pastor Harris challenged me to do something about that. And I asked him a simple question. I said, neighbor, how can I help? And he told me about his dream for the Turn Center and his trip to Israel and what he learned in Tel Aviv and the Natal Center for Trauma and Resiliency. And then he brought it back to Chicago and explained how gun violence, just like terrorism, destroys whole families, not just the victims. And he asked me if we could work together to do something. It's a great program. I encourage you all to get involved. We started dreaming together to build a better Chicago and to build the Turn Center. And in the process, we became more than neighbors. We became friends. And like all friends, we've been through good times, we've been through bad times. We've seen our interns graduate from college. One, Jatasia Herring, two-time intern. She was a Buckeye, University of Ohio. She should be in law school right now, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a grandmother from Pastor Harris's community called my father when her son graduated from college, and she said to him, in tears, I want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving my son an internship and giving him that chance. It motivated him, and now he's graduating from college. It was during COVID, so she couldn't go to the graduation, but she wanted to know that what we did here mattered. And we've also had bad times. We've mourned the passing of our mutual friend, Dennis Deere. And, we've been through COVID together, like everything. So, this year, both Pastor Harris and I had an extra reason to be thankful, because we were both almost in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was with my family on October 7th in Israel when Hamas attacked, raping and murdering thousands of people. And last month, I want you to know, my friend Pastor Harris narrowly dodged a bullet when he was at a park celebrating a church picnic. Well, we won't let that stop us. The atrocities of October 7th won't stop the Israeli people from living their life, for dreaming for hope, for a better future. And I know that near miss won't stop Pastor Harris. He's one of the most resilient people I've ever met. He lost his voice. How long? But for how long did he lose it? He lost his voice for 3 months. Can you imagine a guy whose job it is to speak, to preach, to sing? He loses his voice? It wasn't like a small thing. It was a medical problem. Sorry. So they're calling me off. All right, so anyway. That's it. We're here to celebrate our shared values, our community, to work together as friends and neighbors. And I want to thank Doug Farr and the Climate Action Museum for being our partners, hiring people from Pastor Harris's community to give their guided tours. And I want to thank all our supporters, all the donors, everybody who worked so hard to put this night together, Art and Tyler, 300 Riverside team, my wife, and my father. Thank you.
Listen, would y'all clap one more time for Adam Mizrahi? Now, not only does Joseph think he's a rabbi and a preacher, so does Adam, but I promise you all the other acceptance speeches will be much, much shorter. You have my word. I just gave them all of my time for tonight. But listen, all the members of Bright Star and St. James, raise your hand. All the members. Thank y'all. Way in the back and outside, members of Bright Star Church and St. James Church, raise your hand. All right, here's what I need you all to do. I need you all to get in various sections and ask all of our loving friends to respect our gala and bring their voices down. Clap your hands if you agree with that. And those that would like to talk way in the back, Thomas, let me see you raise your hand. Go back there and get their attention. And tell them, feel free to go in the balcony. That's called outside. And they can talk as loud as they want to outside. But how many of you all want to hear the program? Let me hear you. So everybody in the bar, if y'all don't bring it down, we're going to shut down the bar. I know that'll get them quiet, won't it? I want you to hear from, and I'll wait on you. You know, I'm a black pastor. I know how to get it together. We're going to wait on the folks way in the back. So I want to show you something. I want to show you something. As a black man, as a black leader, as a black pastor, as a black father, nothing frustrates me more than the image that people try to portray of black people, especially black men and black boys. Say what you wanna, but the reality is there is a small percentage of our city that does crime. And literally 7% of our young people, and I hope some folks that know some of these young people will clap after this, they do an amazing job of being young people in our city. And we have to control the narrative. And I'm getting ready to bring you up, and I'm going to ask that you respect his voice. A young man who we are super proud of came through our program, and he's getting ready to present our governor. And I want y'all to please, so proud of him and looking forward to his future, go crazy for my man 50 grand, Isaiah. Clap your hands for him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Isaiah Garner, a second-year student at Emory University, currently studying neuroscience and behavior biology on the pre-med track. And my journey here began with a simple voicemail, but it quickly unfolded into a remarkable experience.
This organization not only provided me with summer employment, but also opened doors to invaluable real-world experience. They have offered college resources, facilitated interactions with esteemed guest speakers who are leaders and innovators in their respective fields, and provided essential tools for financial literacy. Above all, they have instilled in me a renewed sense of hope for my future as a neurosurgeon and full-time minister. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude and admiration to Pastor Chris Harris, whose dedication has made a profound impact on this community. His work continues to uplift and bless thousands every day and has personally reinforced my faith in God's plan for my life. Thank you, sir. I am so deeply grateful to Mrs. Lucretia Kindred, Ms. Shar, Ms. Wakenda, and Christian for their kindness and support throughout my time here this summer. Lastly, I wish to acknowledge the two pillars in my life, my mother, Lanaya Garner, and my grandmother, Beverly Jackson. I love them dearly. Thank you all for being a part of my incredible journey. Now for the main course of the evening. Tonight we are honored to be joined by a leader who is deeply committed to making Illinois and our great city of Chicago a better place for all of us, Governor J.B. Pritzker. Our governor has dedicated his leadership to advancing opportunities in education, healthcare, economic development, and social justice. His vision aligns with the very heart of what brings us together this evening, creating lasting change, building stronger communities, and ensuring that every person has a chance to thrive. Under Governor Pritzker's leadership, we've seen bold investments in our state's future, from expanding to quality healthcare to fostering economic growth that benefits all neighborhoods, not just a select few. He has been an advocate for addressing the root causes of inequity, making strides in affordable housing, job creation, and public safety, issues that matter deeply to everyone in this room tonight. We are all here because we believe in the power of collective action and philanthropy to transform our communities. It is a privilege to have with us tonight a leader who shares that belief and works tirelessly to create a more just, equitable, and vibrant Chicago. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker and personal hero of mine, Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank you. I love walk-on music. I had walk-on music. That's terrific. Thank you. Well, first of all, let's give it up again for Isaiah. Well, good evening. Oh, you can do better than that. Good evening. Love it. I am truly honored to be among you and to celebrate such a tremendous organization. For 12 years, Bright Star Community Outreach has provided life-changing support for those in need, and it has stood as a beacon of hope for our community and our families, and served as a beacon of hope for our most vulnerable Chicagoans. Now, I'm grateful every day for the partnership of Bright Star, and I'm exceptionally proud to be part of this gala tonight. First and foremost, I want to recognize our great pastor, Chris Harris. He is a true son of Chicago. He has dedicated his life to giving back to the community that raised him and has put his relentless drive and unmatched passion into helping Chicago realize its full potential. Pastor Chris, thank you. Thank you for your leadership. Bless you. And I want you to know I will always be your friend. Bright Star understands that so many of the problems that our communities are facing, violence, poverty, crime, stem from years of underinvestment that have created a void of resources and opportunity. We cannot achieve the great things that we want for Chicago or for the state of Illinois when there are people for whom basic needs are not met, where jobs are not available, or when there is nowhere else to turn. Bright Star has dedicated itself to providing an equal opportunity for everyone to not just survive, but to thrive. Since 2017, Bright Star has provided behavioral health and trauma counseling to more than 50,000 people. Yeah. In communities where the trauma of violence and stress too often goes untreated, this work has been life-changing. It has reached thousands of youth annually through programs aimed to inspire and uplift them, offering educational and employment opportunities in science, technology, engineering, and the arts. This model not only improves academic outcomes, but it opens up doors for future employment for so many. Thousands of children have been introduced to new career paths they never dreamed of, and given the skills that they need to pursue those dreams. In underserved areas where more than 80% of people have challenges in accessing health care, Bright Star has partnered with Northwestern and University of Chicago Medicine to connect them with the care that they need. That includes the creation of the Bronzeville Outpatient Care Center, a crucial lifeline for this community. And I'm only scratching the surface of the incredible programming that's provided, which gets to the root of so many crucial areas, from economic empowerment to behavioral health to education and beyond. Bsco'S community collaborative work has translated into a 14% reduction in robberies, a 10% drop in aggravated assaults, a 17% drop in shootings in the specific areas they serve. Thank you. Thank you. Those results speak for themselves and offer us a model for violence prevention that can be replicated in communities, not just across the state of Illinois, but across the entire nation. As governor, I've made it my mission to stand up for our most vulnerable communities and our most vulnerable people. Investing in education and infrastructure, bringing jobs and economic opportunity, bringing greater safety and protection to communities facing the greatest burdens. None of that is possible without the reach of organizations like Bright Star and the dedication of individuals like all of you. In my line of work, it's easy to get discouraged when lives don't improve as fast as we wish them to, or when we can't muster the collaboration that we need to make real change. But nights like tonight, being around so many of you who have given so much to make our city and our world a better place, it is hard not to feel optimism. I think Daniel Burnham would have loved Chris Harris. They both lived by the credo, make no little plans. In the coming years, know that you all have a friend running state government, and especially Bright Star and Chris Harris, who thinks big like you do, like I do, and who is just as committed to addressing these challenges as all of you are. I want to thank you all for being here, for supporting this great organization, for believing in a brighter future for Chicago. And I'm so very, very proud to be your partner and look forward to continuing our work together and to accomplish even more great things ahead. Thank you all very much.
Y'all give it up for the greatest governor all over the United States of America. Illinois, are you in the house? Now listen, y'all know me by now, and y'all know I will change your program in a minute. So I'll ask you all, please don't create chaos as the governor is walking out. Please remain present because we want to make sure we keep the program focused. And I want to get you all home that want to go home. And I want to get to the party for those of y'all that want to party tonight. Because after this, it is a turn up sure enough for the after party right in this room. I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor. I'm shifting the program a bit. Clap for all of my honorees coming up right now. Brenda Battle, come on. Posh Charles, come on. J.D. Chow, come on. We've already celebrated Adam. And I want to do this very quickly while we have your attention. Let me be honest with you. Were it not for our partnership with Chicago Public Schools. CPS, are y'all in the house? Come on. Watch this. Were it not for our partnership with University of Chicago Medicine, you Chicago Medicine, are y'all in the house? I see you waving your hand. And were it not for our first partner at the table, Northwestern Medicine. Northwestern, are y'all in the house? I see y'all all over the room. We would not have been able to accomplish what we've accomplished. Now hear my heart when I tell you this. Having these CEOs here, having the staffers here, most of y'all don't realize, but nonprofits struggle to survive. And were it not for all of these partners coming up to be the scaffolding, to hold us up, not only give us financial capital, but human capital. Sit there, executives on our board, come to our steering committees, come to our operations committees, and me and beyond. And we are excited about it. For the first couple of minutes, we give this great honor. Go crazy. If it wasn't for this woman, Chicago would not be as safe as it is. Hundreds of thousands of students go crazy for my sister from another mister, J.D. Chow, CPS.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? I'm going to be real fast. I know we're trying to stay on program. I have to thank Pastor Chris Harris. I know everybody's got a story. How did I meet Pastor Chris Harris? I just have to say, the first time I met him, and those of you who know him, there's not going to be a surprise. First time I met him, he was yelling at me. He was yelling at me. I was just district 2 weeks, and he was the chairman of the Bronzeville CAC, the Community Action Council, and he's like, it's not safe. Do you remember that? That's right. Yeah. And he's like, who's running safety and security right now for the district? I'm like, me? And that was the start of a beautiful relationship. And so I have to say, all these years, 13 years, going into 14 years, he has been by my side. He runs through Bright Star our Safe Passage program. He's one of our Choose to Change partners, which is a high-touch mentoring program. So grateful for him. Thank you. While I'm up here really quickly, I also want to thank my CEO, Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez has been our rock at the district, and I have to say this so clearly. I have been here 13 years. I've been through 7 superintendents. You guys, it's a lot. But Pedro has been my rock. He's been our district's rock. And I just want to say in front of all of you good people, Pedro, we need you. We stand with you. And everything you do for us, we are so grateful. So please let me say thank you to Pedro. I also have to thank my CPS family here. I'm going to name them really quickly. Ronan Chableski, my deputy. Tony Copeland, Kim Watson, our chief of staff, Gregory Sain, who runs our Safe Passage program, Kylie Kovachek, who runs our whole school safety team, and Megan Hogard, who's my partner and everything, and Kim Yadadavi, who runs the background check.
Jamel Chambers right over there. You guys, this district would not be run without them keeping our children safe. I share this award with them. And then the last thing, and I'll turn it right back, I got to thank my husband, Tom. For those of you who know, yes, yes, guys, I am married. Like, people don't know because we spend so much time working, and I have to say thank you to him. We've been together. He's my life partner for 25 years. It's a long time. He's put up with me. He tolerates the never-ending phone calls we get every night, every weekend, every holiday. He does that. And I'll just say, to the governor's point earlier, every time we lose a child, everyone just know, it touches all of us. Many of them are children I've personally mentored. Somebody has mentored that child. Somebody loves that child. And so when we see these children in the news, just remember they're people. It shouldn't happen to anyone. And so that's why this work is so important. I have a lot more I want to say, but I'm going to turn it back in the interest of time and to say thank you, everyone, for being here tonight and supporting Bright Star Community Outreach and Pastor Harris. And all of you, thank you. Good evening.
Listen, we're moving fast. From the University of Chicago Medicine, Miss Brenda Battle. Y'all make some noise as we honor her tonight.
So first of all, I want to thank Pastor Harris for this amazing honor. Just the opportunity to be here with my colleagues, with my friend, Pastor Charles, who I started this work with 12 years ago. But before I do that, I do want to thank my colleagues at the University of Chicago Medicine and my friends who are out here with me tonight. Please wave our chair, our board of our chair of our board of trustees, our leadership, Ken Polanski and Lydia Polanski. Thank you so much for coming out to this event. Thank you to my husband, who is a major supporter of mine. I have to tell you the story about me meeting Pastor Harris. When I came to Chicago 12 years ago, I'm a pastor's kid, so I knew that when I came to a new city, the first thing I had to do was go to the community that I thought would give me the greatest support in transitioning into a new city. So I went to the faith community, called them all, scheduled meetings with them to say, look, I need two things from you. I need you to pray for me as I start this work in this city, and then I need you to introduce me to the people in this city that I need to know to be able to do the work that I need to do in this city. The first pastor that sat down with me to talk to me was Pastor Chris Harris. And when I met him, I knew he was somebody super special. He talked to me about his vision, about what he'd been doing with Bright Star Community Outreach. And this was getting to the core of who I was. And then he mentioned his dream of starting what was then called the Dream Center, ultimately became the Turn Center, to really focus areas at his work on reducing violence and providing hope and giving counseling to individuals that needed counseling, either who had already been in trauma or potentially could have been engaged in some type of violence or trauma. I knew then, as a pastor's kid, that this was more than just someone that's dreaming. I felt like, from my worldview perspective, that was a God-given vision, and that vision had to be supported. And I was so grateful to be able to take that back to my institution, to the University of Chicago Medicine. At that time, Ken Polanski was the dean and Sharon O'Keefe was the president, and they immediately said, yes, we want to support this. And I'm thrilled that our current leadership